This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Forget the frustration of picking commerce platforms when you switch your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling wherever you sell. With Shopify, you'll harness the same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/tech.
Ryan Reynolds here for, I guess, my 100th Mint commercial. No, don't. I mean, honestly, when I started this, I thought I only have to do like 4 of these. I mean, it's unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. How are there still people paying 2 or 3 times that much? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be victim blaming here. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save. Whenever you're ready.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 3263, How to Make This Season the Best Season of Your Life, Part 1, by Joshua Becker of BecomingMinimalist.com, and I'm Justin Malik. Happy Friday. Welcome to one of the only podcasts in the world where articles are narrated to you for free with permission from the authors. It's an award-winning podcast, thanks to you. And today I have a bit of a longer post, so I'll read the first half today and then finish the rest for you tomorrow. So with that, let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. How to Make This Season the Best Season of Your Life, Part 1, by Joshua Becker of BecomingMinimalist.com. Our lives are a progression of seasons. Some seasons of life are long: elementary school, parenting young children, grandparenting, or caring for a spouse as they near the end of life. Other seasons of life may be short. Life change can happen in the blink of an eye. Regardless of their length or how a particular change in season came about, as Eleanor Roosevelt once wrote, quote, "Every age is an undiscovered country," end quote. Each season brings unique joys and challenges. Many people have been asked, what is the best season of life? And the answers vary. Some loved their college years, or when their children were young, or when their children left the house, or when they retired. When I consider the many varied answers to the same question, I'm reminded that there's a unique joy to be found in every season of life. Every season holds potential and opportunity and adventure. And every season contains the potential to be the one we enjoy the most. It is up to each individual to choose. Why not this one? There's a present joy in our current season, and there's no reason it cannot be the most enjoyable one. But how do we accomplish that? Here's how we make this season of life our best season. Number 1, accept the change in culture happening around you. The only constant in life is change. As the seasons of our life change, so does culture. It is always helpful to make the best use of those changes. If we continually long for the old days when we used to be able to blank, or the world was more blank, or young people didn't blank, we'll never experience the joy of the present moment. When I was younger, I had dinner with a successful real estate agent, easily in his 60s, maybe even older. He made a passing reference to a social media site and something he had seen while on it. "Wait," I responded, "you're on that social media platform?" "Oh yes," he said. "I try to stay current and educated on all the new advancements in social media." I made a decision that day that I would work to be the same type of person when I got older. I don't want to become the old man who constantly complains about the state of the world. I'd much rather be the old man who understands the world and sees the benefits of it, and possibly the drawbacks. Certainly, as a parent of teenagers, it is wise for me to know the current iterations of social media, and so I'm familiar with all of them. Given the option of staying current with the changes in the world or being left behind, I'll choose staying current every time. Number 2, recognize the change happening inside you. As the seasons of our life change, there are more changes happening than just the world around us. There are also changes happening inside of us. Our bodies change, our worldviews change, our wisdom grows, hopefully, and our abilities increase or decrease. Sometimes we're growing in our abilities and skills, and sometimes they're being taken from us. Recognizing those changes, accepting that they are occurring, and adjusting our lives because of them are essential to fully enjoying our present life. As we enter later seasons of life, we lose physical abilities, but we have certainly gained experience. And of course, people develop at different times and learn to overcome obstacles at different points. But the longer we live, the more we have learned and overcome. When we're in younger seasons of life, what we lack in experience, we're often able to make up for with energy, passion, and drive to succeed. Our minds are also less made up and we're more open to new ideas. Change happens around us, but also inside us. The more we recognize and accept the changes taking place in our bodies, the more likely we are to make the most of the current season. Number 3, do not be defined by past mistakes. Sometimes the mistakes that mark our past are the result of our own foolish choices, but sometimes they are the result of someone else committing harm to us. Either way, allowing mistakes in the past to negatively define your present is a mindset that must be overcome. If the mistakes of your past are your own doing, remember that you cannot change those decisions. They've been made, and the harm cannot be undone. But you can redeem the past by learning from it. The past can become your servant if you learn life lessons from it that make you a better person in the future. If the mistakes in your past are from the doing of somebody else, I'm sorry that happened. People can be cruel, but that person does not need to harm your present as well. I don't know what it means for you to turn that harm into good, but it usually contains leveraging your pain to help others. I have a friend who was reluctantly drawn into divorce by a spouse who could not overcome PTSD. She could have become bitter and angry, but she did not. Quite the opposite, in fact. She currently volunteers assisting people with PTSD to repair their lives. Rather than allowing her pain to negatively affect her today, she has turned it around for good and is making the most of her current season in life, even if it is one she would not have chosen for herself. Number 4, hear that on tomorrow's episode. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled, How to Make This Season the Best Season of Your Life by Joshua Becker of becomingminimalist.com. And I'll be right back with my commentary.
How do you feel great on vacation? Like really good? Easy. You go to Aruba. You'll spend your time relaxing on cool white sand beaches and floating in healing blue water. You'll immerse yourself in natural wonder and find your center on an island where things move at your speed. You won't just feel great, you'll feel relaxed, renewed, and ready for life. That's the Aruba effect. Plan your trip at Aruba.com.
Thank you to Joshua. There's a nice reminder in there. He said, as we enter later seasons of life, we lose physical abilities, but have certainly gained experience. And of course, people develop at different times and learn to overcome obstacles at different points. But the longer we live, the more we have learned and overcome. I think that one's important to remember because when he mentioned number 2, which was recognize the change happening inside of you, it's easy to be upset about changes that happen to our bodies due to getting older and ignore the positive. In our culture, it's normal to fight old age. Seems like everything is about anti-aging these days. We don't hear enough about the positives, so it's easy to forget about the wisdom and experience gained as we get older. Some other cultures seem to respect elders much more. It's a shame it feels like they're taken for granted over here. At least it feels that way in my experience. But we're just halfway through the article for now, so with that, stick around for tomorrow's show. Thank you for being here and listening every day, and I'll see you tomorrow for part 2, where your optimal life awaits.